Hey everybody, Brett here, and day 367 carnivore journey. And yeah, we're still feeling good. So we crossed that 365 day 2 days ago. Yesterday I didn't do a video. Very busy, got late, and just went to bed. But decided that tonight I wanted to make sure I did a video, right? I don't plan to end these videos for a while, not until I hit my final goal. But the reality is I need to work towards that goal, but I need to be realistic and maybe, I don't know, maybe focus more on the health than the weight. So obviously people have been telling me that forever. And I am focusing on the health anymore. That's why I went to the gym the other day and actually ran. That's why, I didn't eat any crap. I haven't been doing any alcohol. All those things are helping me. But I'm not going to make it a weigh-in every day, right? At least not here, right? The weigh-in every day is something that I kind of need for myself to make sure that I'm keeping track of what's going on. If I weigh in heavy one day, I reflect. What did I do yesterday? Did I eat a lot of food? Did I drink a lot of water? Did I eat the wrong food, right? Did I not drink a lot of water and I lost weight? So I kind of need that to reflect. But what I think I'm going to do is go back and do a once a week weigh-in here. That'll start with my February 17th weigh-in, which will be the day that I was kind of calling my true 1 year, because today is the 12th of February. And I believe I started this on the 12th of February. So this is kind of the 1 year. But I wanted to round it and just round it to the week, round it to the Monday again and do that. So that's how I'm going to shift, right? I'm going to keep doing these videos. I want to shift it to focus on my once a week. During the week, I want to focus more on what I'm doing for it. Maybe some of my intake, maybe some of my numbers, things like that. But the weight is going to be lesser. And then when I hit my final goal weight, I'm going to celebrate. I mentioned it in the other video. I'll mention it again. What I'm setting up now is to hit my 190 pound mark by or before June 30th, which is the day I turn 50. And I want to be at that goal by the time I turn 50. That weekend leading into that, I'm actually going to be going camping. I'm going to spend 4 days up in the mountains. So what I need to do is ideally make sure I hit that number before that trip. Because on that trip, who knows what's going to be going on that trip. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm really, really looking forward to it. But that's the goal. 190 by June 30th. So lots of time, 4 months to lose around 40 pounds, 10 pounds a month. It's doable. On this diet especially, and it's very doable. So that's kind of what I'm going to, Brett the Yawning Carnivore. That's what I'm going to do. So day to day, I'm going to reflect. I'm going to talk about my food intake and things like that. Today, I didn't actually load all my food into MyFitnessPal. But what I ate today was a little bit of mozzarella cheese around lunchtime. That's all I had at lunchtime today. And then for dinner, I had some Italian sausage and pork rinds, right? And that was basically my food intake for today. So calorie count wise, fairly low. Fat wise, should be not too bad, but is probably closer to 60% fat instead of my target 70%. So yesterday was brisket for lunch and New York strip for dinner, and that was all I ate. Oh no, I take that back because I did do some bacon with mozzarella after I ate the steak. I was still very hungry, so I ate some of that. But tomorrow the focus will be to eat ground beef for dinner and potentially some green-filled beef sticks for lunch. I think my wife bought me more at her last Costco trip. And so I'm going to consume those before they're bad. And they're a fairly good option when it comes to beef sticks. So that's my plan for tomorrow. But the other thing that I've talked to the wife about, and I haven't picked one yet, so I don't know if it's definitive, but several years ago, back in like 2011, I think it was, maybe 2012. I can go back and figure it out, but I started running 5Ks. Now, I was running 5Ks at around 270 pounds. So I think my 5K time was around, 40 minutes. So what I'm thinking about, when I ran the other day, I felt pretty good. Knee probably has a little bit of soreness. I had a almost full tear on a MCL a few years back playing lacrosse. So that knee is hurting a little bit, but it didn't hurt all that bad when I was running. And it really only hurts when I'm standing a certain way. So I think it's going to be okay, but I think I'm going to run another 5K. I'm going to see if my wife wants to do it with me. The last 5K she ran was at Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado here. And at the end of it, it was, I'm never effing running again. And she hasn't run since. So what I'm kind of curious about is if she really wants to do it or not. So I'm going to look for a 5K, maybe target to do it near to my birthday. And yeah, so that'll be an additional thing, right? I want to get to my goal, but I also want to focus on health. So I want to start going to the gym more. I want to start running. I want to start doing those things to just improve my overall health along with dropping my weight. When I'm going to the gym, one of the things that, all my buddies, right? When I was in high school and now, they're all like, oh, I can bench press this much, I can curl this much and all this. I'm actually not going to really focus too much on bulk. I've always been a big guy. I don't want to be a big guy anymore, but I want to be strong. So I'm looking at doing higher rep counts, lighter weight, just to tone and strengthen the muscles without like worried about bench pressing 300 pounds or something like that. So that's kind of where I'm ready to take this, right? I'm in past the 1 year official 365 day mark. So I'm past that, and I kind of got to reflect and decide what I'm going to do. So I've got my target weight goal. It is still a weight goal. My healthiness, meaning being in the gym, getting stronger, toner, and then potentially, I gotta lock this down, but potentially a 5K run. So that's kind of where I'm gonna push things and target it for the next few months. Ideally, I'm going to get back to my scuba diving. I need to figure out some funding for all my training that I want to do. And yeah, I was actually thinking about it today too. I want to start making beer again. I have not made beer in just over a year. And the primary reason for that is because of this diet. Beer is not a really good thing to be drinking when you're on carnivore, trying to do low carbs, especially not homebrew, right? Because you can find a Michelob Ultra or something like that that's ultra low carbs, but that's not typically what you make when you're homebrewing. I make really big, bold, flavorful beers when I'm homebrewing, and so I never drink as much as I make. I usually give it away or somebody takes it. So I don't plan on drinking a ton, but I do think I'm going to start making beer again. So it's kind of what's on my docket for the first half of this year. But first two things I got to do is I got to decide on a 5K. And then I have to decide if I'm ready to start making the beer, or I want to wait till after I turn 50 and after I hit my goal. So I'm going to figure those two things out. But that's kind of where it's at. That's my update for today. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.